Good girl. All right, so we have Ellie here for her week 1 recap. We're starting off our training today with some toy play. Right now, I'm using what is called a flirt pole. So I really love working with the flirt pole. It allows me to have my hands separate from her mouth. So she's able to play with a toy at the end of this pole, allowing her to tug, allowing her to shake it. She can carry it around without the possibility of her mouth maybe connecting with my hands. Good girl. Fun toy. So again, it lets her tug and play. I'm not pulling, tugging in any which way. I'm letting her really control that tug. I do have some slight pressure where I'm holding it back a little, letting her tug, but I'm not tugging it in the opposite direction of which way she's going. And when I feel her with that tug, I might hold pressure for a few seconds and then loosen up to let her win that tug play. Good girl. That's a good girl, Ellie. Yeah, you got it. Wow. My goodness, you gonna let it go? No. Good girl. Good girl, babes. Wow, look at you. Look at you. You got it. You got it, good girl. Yeah, good job, Ellie. Good job, Ellie. Good job. Wow, you really like this toy today. Good girl. Oh, good job. Ready? Oh, careful, please. Get it. Good job, Ellie. Yeah, look at you so proud. Look at you so proud. All right, pretty girl, you ready? Drop. Yeah, good job. All right, so now getting into our training, the first thing that we worked on this week is what's called charging our clicker. So we introduced what's called a reward marker. For that, I'm using a clicker, and the way that we're going to introduce it is by charging it. Good job. So the way we do that, I'm going to have the clicker behind my back. I am simply going to click that clicker and then give Ellie a piece of food. Now I want to try not to click or mark any negative behaviors. So I'm going to try really hard not to click when she's jumping or if she's barking. Only the positive ones. Good job. After we've done that, week 1, you have to charge your clicker more than you will moving forward. So after I've charged my clicker maybe 6-7 times, then we can move on to different skills. Good girl. So my clicker is going to mark the moment in time she offers me the behavior that I asked for. The first thing we're working on is following a food lure. Good. So showing her that I have some food in my hand. Once she's attached, so licking it, she wants it, we're going to take a few steps. Good. And as long as she follows that food, I'm going to click and give her the food in my hand. Good job, babe. Yeah. And not getting too much movement this week with this one because it is new. Ellie. Good job. We also like to follow the food paired with her name. Hold on, babes. I'm prepping your food. Good job. Yeah. Wow, this food's good. Ellie. Good girl, babe. I know, we got to get in the camera. Come here. And the next thing that we're going to work on is going to be our hand target. So the hand target, I'm going to start by showing Ellie that I have food in my hand. I have it covered under my thumb so that it's not gonna drop, but she can still lick it. And then I'm just gonna move my hand to the side, touch, good girl. With the goal that she follows that food and I feel her nose hit my palm. Touch, good girl. Now this is a movement exercise, but today we're not moving too far because again, it's still pretty new to her. Hey, what this? Good girl. Touch. Good job, love. One more time. It's in my hand, I promise. Touch. Good girl. And I want to make sure that I'm practicing that hand target with both of my hands. Sometimes I find that if you just practice with one hand versus both, the dogs are going to favor and only want to hand target your one hand. Off, pretty girl. All right. Get it. So similar to how we charged that clicker, get it. Right now I'm doing what's called charging our release word. Get it. For that, I don't have to click. I'm showing her that I have food. Get it. And then just tossing that food in different directions. That way when she hears the word, she knows she can be released from whatever position she's in. Get it. To go get that food. I also will use it as a reset. So if she's struggling with a certain behavior, it might be a little confusing for her. I'll use that get it cookie to reset her to go take a break. We'll wind down for a second and try again. Good girl. Yeah, good girl. All right. I need you to stay off though. Sit. Good job. So right now we're going to work on getting her into a sit. For that, the food's going to start at nose level. Sit. Good. And then the food is going to come up and back a little to really encourage that butt to set back into a sit. The other really important thing we're looking for, sit, is that the front two paws are staying on the ground. So this is brand new for her. She's super excited about the food. She really, really wants it. So those front paws are coming up to try and paw the food out. So we need to wait her out and teach her that you're not getting this food until your butt and your paws are on the ground. And she's doing well with that. Hey, come on, let's do one more. Sit. Good job. So just wait her out. Get it. Sometimes it might take longer, but as she continues to practice this, it will get better and better. We just gotta wait for those paws to be down and she offers the appropriate behavior. Work on right now with Ellie is gonna be teaching her, well, step one to going to her mat. So step one, very similar to how we charged that clicker. I wanna charge her desire to run into this mat anytime she sees it down. Hi. Go to your mat. Good girl. So step one is I'm going to put that mat down. As soon as she has four paws on, that's what I'm clicking. Very good girl. Yes, I love that. Good job. And then once that initial click, I'm going to then come in with what I call my follow-up cookies. I don't have to click those additional cookies. But those cookies are going to come in not too fast, not too slow. Really just want to reinforce her staying on her mat. Go to your mat. And I want to make sure that I'm feeding her before she tries to leave that mat on her own. Very good girl. Get it. Good job. So step one, the mat's going to continue to move just to really build her desire to want to run into this mat. Go to your mat. Good girl. Good job. Oh, I love that. Good girl. Right here. Good job. Get it. And when you guys are practicing this at home, you can use that get it cookie to get her off the mat. You could lift her off the mat and then move it, whatever's easier for you guys. Go to your mat. Good job, babe. That's a good girl. Yeah, that's a very good girl. Wow, good job. Get it. Good job, babes. Hello, Ellie. Hello. The next thing that I want to do with Ellie is get her dressed in some gear. So right now I'm going to get her in her harness. And then once she's dressed, we're just going to get some movement. So maybe we'll follow that food through her. We could play with the flirt pole. Wait. We could play with the flirt pole again. The goal this week with her harness is really just getting her comfortable wearing it, making sure that she doesn't stop, freeze, get stuck because something different's on her. Good girl. I know, you love food. You love food. That makes training so much better. Good job. We could play what's called the flying cookie game. Get it? Ellie! Good girl. So I'm going to toss the cookie in one direction. Get it? Ellie! Good. And then I'm going to call her name. And as soon as she turns towards her name, that's when I'm clicking. And then I want to feed her super close to my body. Get it? Ellie! Yeah, good girl. I know, off. Ready? Get it. Ellie! Good girl. Gosh, you love the food so much. Good job, babe. Good girl. And make sure that we're practicing having her follow that food from both hands, just to make sure that you guys can have her follow you on the right side or have her follow you on the left side. I know, my gosh, we're so excited. All right, and then the way that we'll get her harness off is she's focused on some food. I'm gonna unclip and just drop that food for her so she can step out of the harness. There, get it. Good job. All right, love. And then the final thing that we worked on this week is going to be her handling exercises. So to start, we're going to work on some mini restraint. So she's going to be focused on food in one hand, and my other hand is just going to come under that belly. I am applying some pressure. Good job. But I'm not holding my hand there for too long just yet. Good girl. My gosh, you'll do anything for food, right? So with more food prepped, I'm going to go into handling different parts. So right now I'm going to do her tail. Yes. Good job. And notice how I'm not using a clicker anymore for this. I'm using a verbal reward marker. Yes. For that, it's the word yes. So as soon as she hears that word, it's what is also the click. So that's marking the moment that I touched or handled the body part that I wanted, and she's going to get her reward. I know I'm taking too long, aren't I? Yes. Good girl. So if you're ever out and about, you forgot your clicker, and you want to mark a moment to give her a reward, hey, get back here. You can use that verbal reward marker instead. So now we're going to handle her paws. Yes. Good. And I'm starting in a neutral zone, so her shoulders. Yes. Good girl. And working down to the paw that I want to handle. Good job. Yes. Versus just going right in and grabbing that paw. Good job, babe. Yes. Good girl. You're almost done, I swear. She's like, I see a fun tunnel back there and I want to go play. I know, we're almost done. The final thing we'll do is take a look at her eyes. So having her focused on food, I might bring that food up to bring her eyes up. And then I'm just going to take the skin above her eye, yes, and pull it back a little to mimic how her vet might want to look into her eyes. Good girl. One more thing, I promise. I know, it's terrible. Yeah. Yeah. Good job, love. Yes, good girl. So the final thing that we worked on was looking into her mouth. That one's harder, especially when you're using food. Her mouth wants to focus on getting that food, while I want to get my fingers in there. So to start, we make it quick and easy. While she's focused on food, I'm just going to lift that lip real quick, mark and feed her, as long as she ideally stays relatively still and calm while you're doing that. Hi, I know. All right, love, and then we'll finish with just a little bit of toy play if she wants. But that's it for Ellie's week 1 recap. Good girl. Yes, that's a very good girl. You did great. You did great. Oh, you hit the wall. Good girl. Wow. Look at you tugging. Good job. Good job. Yeah. So tough. So tough.